In the preceding chapter, we witnessed the princess on her knees, pleading for her life and expressing a willingness to become a maid. Now let's delve into the unfolding events and discover the outcome of her desperate plea in this latest chapter. A big thanks to our first 2 subscribers. Your support means a lot. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more. Sienna questioned, "Did I really spew such nonsense? Ugh, what should I do now?" Expressing a desire to see a pretty face, she reflected on Thay, a swordsman purported to be unparalleled on the continent. However, she speculated that he might have exploited the enemy's fascination with his own looks, before going on a cutting spree. This led Sienna to wonder if she had been rejected from the interview. To her surprise, the prince declared, "As you wish, you shall be a maid in the imperial palace." Saul was instructed to loosen the rope, marking her survival and gratitude toward the royal majesty and the crown prince. In awe of her new life, Sienna became a trainee maid for the empire, transitioning from a princess to a maid. Despite the drastic change, she found joy in everyday tasks, making bread and cleaning clothes and tending to the garden. Contrasting her previous life of tight corsets and forced smiles, she reveled in the newfound freedom, expressing a wish to live as a maid for the rest of her life. 3 other maids arrived, expressing disapproval towards her actions that went beyond their duties. They questioned her eagerness to impress high-ranking maids and reminded her to know her place. Was told she would never become an official maid. The princess, observing the situation, felt confused, likening her thoughts to goldfish poop. Another maid, whose name is Choo-Choo, intervened, accusing Jean of harassing a quiet maid, and warned her to stop, threatening to report to the senior maids. She was left speechless by the confrontation. In the conversation between Princess and Choo-Choo, she said, "I thought about it for a while and gave some advice. But this pair, all right, have fun playing with these poor kids who have nothing." Then those maids said, "Try doing whatever you like for free and kick the water bucket." Choo-Choo looked at them with an angry face. Then they ran away. Choo-Choo said, "Hey, don't just sit still and take their hits. Don't you think they are bothering you more because you're quiet?" Sina asked. "Does that bother you?" "That's right. Are you asking me because you have no idea? For the former princess by the queen all her life while growing up, such grumpiness was just as cute for her. She said I thought about it just in case, but I guess it was territorial." Choo-Choo acknowledges the difficulty of going against Jean due to her background. However, there was confidence in her potential, being the daughter of a recognized merchant in the empire. It's no surprise that she'll be an unofficial maid no matter what she does. The kids next to me also said that to Jean, "I followed her around like that because I wanted to get something out of it." Even so, a kid like her who doesn't work properly can keep moving forward by just trusting her backup. What a damned world. An apprentice maid like me. Because of her size and strength, she is expected to be a promising talent within the maids. Saina said, "Since I don't have that kind of backup, I can't guarantee that I'll become an official maid." Choo-Choo said, "Still, if a foreigner comes to the imperial palace as a trainee maid, she is sure there'll be someone to help." In her thoughts, she considered the crown prince, who had made her a princess from a defeated country, a maid in the empire. She pondered whether it was out of pity or amusement, and when asked if she had anyone to rely on, she hesitated before truthfully answering that there was no one. The narrative shifted to the prince, who inquired about Sienna's well-being from Saul, Rashid's escort driver. Saul reported that Sienna was adjusting well, despite her initial clumsiness due to a lack of labor experience. He praised her sincerity, intelligence, and quick learning abilities, though he noted that becoming an official maid would take time. Curious about the prince's apparent concern, Saul questioned why he cared so much about Sienna. The prince admitted uncertainty, suggesting it might be due to a sense of remorse. He acknowledged being responsible for trampling on her country and causing the death of her family. Saul, surprised by the prince's sudden empathy, remarked on his inherent weakness for small, big-eyed, harmless beings, revealing the prince's love for animals. Yes, this cruel and beautiful man is an animal lover. Reflecting on Saul's observation, The prince expressed his hope for Sienna's success as an official maid, and a wish for her to be placed in a good position. Saul questioned if the prince wanted him to look after her, reminding him that Sienna was still a trainee maid with unproven abilities, making it impossible to grant her official status. The prince said, "You are right." Saul asked for a test of her abilities to determine her potential. As the chapter concluded, the prince seemed intrigued by the idea, leaving readers curious about the events that would unfold in the next chapter.